Why, good morning, you beautiful souls. It has been a hot minute. Welcome to a morning satsang. I have missed you so much, and I'm excited to tap in today. What up, DMD? Ooh, it's been a magical and juicy life thus far. And really, just to kind of get into the theme and the happenings, we'll start off with welcome back. It's a pleasure to see your beautiful faces this morning and connect on this level of the heart with you. Now, I've been really focusing on a lot of self-care. It was my birthday last Sunday, so excuse the absences. We're going to get back on track with this new fall season. It's time to really assimilate all the happenings that we've been going through this summer. It's been a really magical one. There's been a lot of unfoldments, and with our previous September Virgo season, it's readied us for this full moon today. And in our light and theme of radical authenticity, we might be really wondering, what is that? Now, it's important to recognize here that in the theme of Virgo, it was all about letting go all the old energies that don't serve you. And as we enter into this Libra season, we're really peaking it as a Libra, and I know it's all about love, self-love, really bringing yourself to that center point of harmony and balance, of readying your life and your soul mission into manifestation. Really start to bring the foundation and build the bricks to get the roads to all the juicy destinations you have set for your goals and your aspirations. Now, with that, we have this really intense warring energy in Aries. And ultimately, this is meant to look within ourselves. It's meant to rile up all those old tensions, all the things we maybe thought were healed from, moved on from, and bring them back into a point of focus so we can really learn at what is still bothering us. What about the world is still, causing us to lose our sense of center and equilibrium, our sense of balance and harmony. And in this light of radical authenticity, we're going to dive even further into this unfoldment, utilizing these natural energies that are coming in to ultimately be the light and gift we are intended to be for this world. So, if that piques your fancy, go ahead and get your last few wiggles out. Be sure to shake it out. Be like the animals. Let it all out. And when you're ready, bring yourself to a nice, comfortable position. When you hear the first 3 taps of the singing bowl, allow yourself to take a deep inhale with each sound of the bell as it rings. And as you exhale, transform that breath into a powerful and mighty Om. Allow yourself to relax the jaw, open the mouth fully, and allow that A note to resonate like a sigh of relief. And as you close the mouth, the U and the M will form naturally. As always, I lovingly invite you into this inner looking, with compassion, with glee, with separation, with stillness, so that you may effortlessly come into that radical, authentic expression of your truth. Allow each breath to release more and more tension as you simply observe and rest within yourself. Recognizing here that all phenomena, internal and external, are observed. And it's in this practice, this effortless state of being, that we come back to know ourselves as this silent witness, this observer, this sense of awareness of both the inner and outer spaces. It's here we come to understand our true aroma, our natural state of harmony, our center point. And by doing such, recognize that all happenings around you, the tensions, the emotions, the thoughts, are all being presented to you. They are outside of you in origin, so remain in the true position in which you are resting in naturally. That window of awareness known as me, myself, and I. When you hear this final tap of the singing bowl, again, take a deep breath in. When you hear that sound of the bell ringing, and shift your attention fully to just the sound, the bell. As it comes and goes, as it rings and fades into silence, so too begin to shift your awareness to that calm, that pause, that quiet within. Radical authenticity. Such combinations of words bring about many tensions naturally for those that are identified with all the energies that keep us confined, that keep us from being seen, from being heard. One may instantly associate radical with some type of militancy. But it's here we come back to the recognition that your radical authenticity is your childlike self, your freedom, your liberated heart to simply be you, to shine that light, to ask that question, to dive into that unknown, to simply play again. So come back to the real sense of radical authenticity. And it's that sense of liberation. It's that version of you that holds nothing back. And we must look at the many reasons why we seemingly take ourselves out of the game of life. When instead of fully participating in speaking our truth, acting our truth, dancing our dance, and singing our tune, we choose to censor ourselves. But in this theme of Aries, this full moon energy comes to liberate you from all of those past tensions, for they are something based upon the old, based upon something that is not currently here, a version of yourself that does not stand before you today. So come back to the sense of who you are always. These loving energies of this season of Libra are meant to bring balance, the scales, the justice to your own life. So where are you doing a disservice to yourself? What external happenings cause you to tip the scales away from your own favor and back into the patterns of old? Look within your heart and know here that everything in the universe is supporting you now to be yourself fully, freely, without apology, without qualm. But just because the term radical is combined with authentic doesn't mean that our expression needs to be hostile. It doesn't mean that our expression of ourselves needs to be combative. But in fact, we must combine it with this era of love that we are entering into, that we are steadily walking, and bring it back to that self-light of knowing in which we all share. That peace, that calm, that happiness, the lightness, the airiness of it all, the aroma of our being, our connection back with Source, with life, with this divine love, is the purest note of our authentic expression. So with everything that we do in this world, we must glaze it with that light of love. It must stem and originate from this portal of the heart. For our radical authenticity is purely aligned with this knowing. Recognize that your heart has always been the compass here to guide you back to what you should always be doing. The heart itself is an organ of perception with the vast amounts of densely packed neurons. It's able to sense and perceive so much more about this environment that we call life than any other organ. It truly is your lens to see what is aligned with truth and what is aligned with falsehoods. So come back to recalibrate your own compass of the heart and fall back into that portal of love. And know that you are this gift that needs to be seen. You are a gift that should be heard. You are this gift for life to explore and understand itself more. But it can't do that if you hold yourself back from expressing. It cannot do that if you hold yourself back from being you. And a large part of this process is looking at the inner tensions within us. Look within all of the old patterns and habits, the cycles that cause us to lose track of this knowing of ourselves, that cause us to close up this expression of the heart that life is yearning for. So know here that you are supported in your exploration of the heart. Know here that you are being uplifted to dive deep into the remaining shadows and tensions that currently plague your life or come about every blue moon. It matters not the frequency or intensity, but the opportunity for all of us to be supported by the universe in this theme of transition, in this era of fall, in these energies of the full moon. For they are readying us fully to be ourselves. So look within your experience. What emotions have been coming up lately? What thought forms have been creeping into the mind? What sensations have been expressing and calling out to be acted upon? Do not judge anything that has been arising, but simply look at it objectively as the sign of help it is. As that divine child, look at me, look at me. The body acts out of a limited understanding of expression. But we can come to see this noble steed in which we ride upon an adventure in this world, just as a child. We can come to see that its many acting outs have been the cries for help for us to really investigate, for us to fully explore whatever it is that is being acted upon, cried out for, or frequently arising. For it's something that is in need of liberation, in need of healing. And in relation to our authentic expression, we must come to see that it is the past, wounds, letdowns, experiences that currently cause the temporary present day tensions. But notice that they are not permanent. And notice that whenever these tensions do arise, more often than not, they come and go just as quickly as they came. But in these temporary moments, we can observe a shift internally, a tightening, a closing off. Here is the time to explore everything. Here is the time to, most importantly, speak it into existence. In the sense that you are trying to solve the problem, in a sense that you are bringing it forward to finally move beyond it. That is what these universal energies are encouraging each of us to do in these inner lookings. to utilize these warring energies to meticulously look through our experience and find the avenues of healing that are left remaining. For in the previous season of cleaning out, in that era of Virgo, and perhaps you've experienced these energetic clearings in terms of personal relations or happenings, patterns, and cycles within yourself. There's been a decoupling. And just as when we let someone go or let something go in this world, life is eagerly waiting to replace it. Just as a high pressure will move into a low pressure system, we must recognize here that what you are willing to let go of, life is going to replace with something beneficial, something in the path of evolution, growth, development for you. So look at these remaining tensions that hold you back from fully expressing yourself. And you need not wonder or imagine what will be replacing them with. But know that when you let them go, the abundance, the lacking, whatever it is that is holding you back from fully receiving and expressing your own love and light will be replaced with something that will continue to bring blessings and gifts, opportunities and connections. So worry not of whatever it is this old past pain is causing you to hold on to. The time now calls for the encouragement to let it go. So take a moment to look within your heart and come to understand that these tensions that are holding you back from expressing yourself are being called to be explored and done so with urgency, with haste, for the need for your truth is more important than ever. That your radical authenticity is going to be that guiding light, that leading by example to show others how to be. And it's here we come to the understanding of that self-love theme of the Libra, is that it's your birthright to fully love yourself and to fully be yourself, to live a life of love is everything each of us were destined for. So compassionately look within your heart. And where is it that you're still holding yourself back in? Is it from always speaking your truth to the people closest to you? Or maybe it's speaking your truth in a professional setting. Setting firm boundaries of respect and love to those in your life. Or maybe it's something like you not giving yourself permission to dance when you feel the inspiration, to sing when you feel the call, or to dress however you seek to dress. It matters not what it is that you currently hold yourself back in. The call to action from life is to lean into everything you're feeling in this realm of the heart, especially in times of combative scenarios or potential tensions with others. When you know in your heart that something is going wrong around you, that someone is doing something against this knowing of the heart, it is your duty to speak upon it. And again, you're being supported by these universal energies. This warring yet courageous fire of the Aries is calling upon you to be yourself fully, always, no matter the person, scenario, or happenings. Very much so. It is akin to toddlers running around with knives, yet you, being the adult, having to grab those knives out of their hands and simply put them in a place that they cannot touch them. Will the child likely be mad and throw a tantrum? Yes, because you take away their toy. But know that for the greater good, and for themselves. The action or actions that you took to take that knife away from them are necessary. So too, it is your time to be yourself, fully and freely to speak your truth effortlessly and with courage. For the time upon us now is to lead by example and for you to shine your light as the beautiful gift you are. It will serve as taking away the knives from all of those toddlers around you. This is not a point of self-righteousness, but of truth and knowing that you must be in integrity with yourself, for again, this is the universal theme. So do not fight the wave that life is presenting you, but ride it to whatever destination you seek, to all of these aspirations of your heart. Your only purpose in this life is to simply shine as the gift you are. Everything else are bonus missions, goals, objectives. Because the task is simple in this experience we call human life. It's to remember that we are a window of awareness that stems to the divine. That each and every one of us is a spark of this eternal fire. That we are all rivers flowing to one ocean of love. And in this infinite and divine understanding of ourselves, we come to the real importance of shining as the gift we are. Because you were made to be you. To show others how to experience this life with that unique flavor that is your soul's expression. That the puzzle pieces of perspective that you hold are dear and vital for many around you and those that don't even know you. To learn, to heal, to grow from. And then as we ourselves don't shine that unique light we are naturally, we don't do the work that we're here to do. So come back to that knowing that it is your responsibility to be yourself. It is your job and duty to unapologetically express yourself. And in this theme of universal love and knowing, in this era of Libra, and bringing back that theme of self-love and abundance, of balance and harmony into the forefront of our mind, then no matter what is inspired by these more fiery energies of Aries to be expressed will be done with love, will be spoken with compassion and grace. For that is who you are, a source of light, love, inspiration, joy, and happiness. So continue to lead by example, dance your dance, show everyone in your life what it means to be a person again, what it means to play again, what it means to enjoy life again, and what it looks like to love again. For that is the inspirations that are needed, and the universe is calling forth upon these expressions of them as clear and as blatant as she can. So listen to your heart, for it shall be that compass to guide you. When you hear the next tap of the singing bowl, again, we draw in a deep breath together. And as you exhale, transform that release of breath into a powerful and mighty Om. And pouring into every note, allow your intentions, that proclamation to yourself that you will remain in that genuine, authentic light of yourself, that you will live that radical authenticity through every motion, through every breath, and that you'll shine that loving light you are with every slice of now. Namaste. I bow to the divine within you. Thank you so much for tapping in this morning. Ooh, and it's so good to meditate with y'all again. I missed it. It's been so busy. Definitely been getting a little head start with that radical authenticity. But I hope that this message is the one you need to hear to really let go of those last little anchors holding you back into the temporary. Ultimately, with this universal shift that's going on, there's going to be a lot of unsettling truths and happenings that are going to cause many to be lost in the sauce, as we can say, to be caught up and swept away in the chaos. And it's ever more important for you to be that rock, to be that foundation, to be so grounded in your truth, in what brings your life that joy and light, that others can go to you without you feeling overwhelmed, without you being like some point of having to kind of teach, but more so a sign of mutual understanding that real recognizes real, that respect by someone who lives their truth out, that leading by example. It's the time to inspire others. It's the time to build communities and those bridges connecting people together. And thank you for hearing and seeing the channel that is this being we call Peter. I appreciate that. But again, it comes back to that sense of we're all being tasked to shine the light and simply hold that. It's really nothing fancy. It's nothing crazy. But we can really see that life is going to be testing us in all the various ways it does to see if we are serious about these changes. If we're serious about this person we are building ourselves to be. Hey, 10-2 Libra. I love that. That's great. Real recognizes real, DMD. It's that Libran energy. We're all here trying to find balance and harmony in this crazy world. That's great. And it checks out ultimately because the beings right now who are all aligned with this path of inner looking, of healing, of truth, of liberation, enlightenment, ascension, whatever you want to call it, we're all being guided to the situations that our heart needs to remain in integrity when everything else is going to get crazy. It's just one of the things that I've been picking up on. It's some of the downloads that I've received. And it's one of the reasons why this radical, authentic message is coming with urgency. Now, the cool thing about this is you're really tasked with being yourself. But as life has been presenting us, it's going to challenge where that self, that sense of beingness is still rooted in. Is it rooted in that infinite truth, that Christ within? Or is it rooted in the temporary, externalized natures of ourselves? That's the magic that each of us are tasked with to explore, but know that when we do, that the knowledge and the wisdom that we can gain from assimilating this understanding and realization or realizations are going to be more points of our superpowers that are going to inspire people, that are going to catch the eyes and ears of those around us. Those times where you hear, I didn't believe it, but you've been saying it was going to happen, and it happened. You inspire me. It's what you do is so beautiful. It brings me so much joy. Like, this is the time to really start to look at what your truth responds with around you, who your truth responds to around you and in your life. But I can go off on hours for this stuff. There's a lot of cool happenings right now. It's been a minute, so I'm definitely chatty. I want to talk with you. I want to hear all the questions and things. But the final note for this is really just coming back to that sense of your only job right now is to be yourself. Authenticity is your medicine. Consistency will guide you to all the greatness that life is really trying to set up for you. So whenever you hear that call, that whenever you feel that tension, lean into it, act upon it. Do so with love and know that life is going to reward you with so much opportunities. It really is a magical and beautiful experience that continues to unfold beautifully every day. And it's been a very inspiring and eye-opening journey these past few months. This summer was wild. These past September flew by, and all of the teachings and lessons from life have been really validating to know that we're almost there, folks. I know it's been a tough life. I know it's been hard. I know there's been many, many points of loneliness, but people are going to be ready to see you and hear you soon enough. So hang in there. Hang in there. You got this. And we got each other. And that's one of the most important aspects of this summer and this fall season is it's time to lean on to the other lights in your life. It's time to really be open and to show them how to be vulnerable, show them how to be courageous, show them how to be again. And as always, my information is there. Don't hesitate to hit me up because I love you all so much. And with that, may the fruit of knowledge offer a seed. And in that seed, may your love, will, and intuition give life and nourishment. For a tree shall grow, and in its shade may you find peace, and offer peace to all who ask. Namaste. I bow to the divine within each and every one of you. Live the namaste. Everyone's divine. They may not act like it, but everyone's divine. And when times are tough, it's really that call to lean deeper into these truths of our heart. So I love you so much. It's been a minute. I'll see you Wednesday. I will see you Wednesday. So don't miss out. Take care. Peace.